One of you is interviewing the other for a job as a butler. So away you go. I'll cut in with some stars in a minute.
Hello, it's Mr. Pearson, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you come for the job as manservant, butler?
Yeah, I have, yeah.
Have you any qualifications?
No. Nothing. I had a job once.
What was that?
Can't remember.
Gangster movie.
You can't remember, hey?
No.
Well, perhaps this'll make you remember.
2 fingers won't make me remember.
I'm sorry about that. I don't know what made me do this. You got a cigarette?
I have, but you're not allowed to smoke on TV. Unfortunately. Unless you're Peter Cook.
Great suspension of disbelief you're working on there. Pantomime.
Oh, get off with you.
Oh.
Now, boys and girls, the Lord of the Manor is coming and we need a new butler, so even if you can't be one, you'll have to dress up and pretend to be him.
Can't I be the new butler? I want to be.
Yes, I just said you can be it.
I know, but I'm a bit stupid because I'm Buttons the butler.
Oh, he's stupid, isn't he, boys? Oh, yes, he is.
Oh, no, I'm not.
Oh, yes, he is.
Oh, yes, you are.
Oh, no.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Let's end there. Thank you. I think 22 points there for some very unusual improvisation. And now we come to Sandy and Mike. Your situation I'll give you in just a moment. First of all, we need some more film theatre styles. Any suggestions still?
Sadomasochist.
Sadomasochist. There are a lot of films made like that. Sado-fast. No, Fado-fast.
Rocky films.
Rocky films, yeah.
German opera.
German opera.
There's only one in that lot that I know.
Right, well, and I have a difficult scene for you as well. It's a housewife coming home to find a plumber up to his knees in water. That's your situation, and I'll give you some stars in a minute.
I'm just guessing, but isn't it going terribly well?
You know, it seemed like it started out so easy, like a small leak. But as I started looking in there, I noticed you had a major leak happening underneath the crevice match. You know where the crevice match is, since it's an old English house?
I do know where the crevice match is, and I'm sure it's not under the dining room table.
Fado-fast.
Excuse me.
My husband's coming home.
Oh, my
Quick.
goodness.
What
Please,
are we going to do? You'll have
put
to
me under
swim into the kitchen.
Very well, then.
Wait, you've lost your trousers.
No, too late, put them on me. Here.
I may regret this, but sadomasochist.
Yes! Just a minute. I'll get the plunger.
Where's the cloak?
Lost me on that word. A Rocky film.
Eddie! Eddie!
Rocky, I'm drowning.
I'll save you, my darling. Come here. Baby, I'm washed up as a boxer. All I can do is be a plumber. I'll be the best plumber you ever saw in your life. Now...
Rocky, it's an American dream. A boxer who makes a success as a plumber in England. And the other thing that I love about you, Rocky...
Yeah?
I can at last understand what you're saying.
Okay, let's end on a James Bond film.
Ah, Mrs. Bond.
Yes, I'm...
Your husband isn't home. At last I can wreak my revenge.
Oh, what revenge is that? Wade.
These tiny hydrolift shoes that I'm wearing each have an explosive tip on them. I'm
really?
going to chase you around the house.
Wait! On this dining room table is a small submarine.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. I I think 900 points each there would be no less than generous. And now we go on to a game called Film Dubbing. This is going to feature Sandy and Arthur. So if you'd like to step forward where you can see the monitor, there you'll see a film from which the soundtrack has been removed. And you have to give a new soundtrack with the plot of you're returning home from holiday. Returning home from holiday. As the film starts, you'll be coming up in, I should think, fairly soon, say about 2 seconds, go.
That was a crap holiday, I must say. Why did we hire these?
Darling, don't speak when it's my turn. Now, look.
Well, what do you expect? It's dubbing like in that Swedish programme on Channel 4, isn't it?
Oh, yes, the one the children like to step.
Oh,
Where
my
are you
God!
going?
I'm sorry.
I told you we shouldn't have gone unleaded. Oh, God, we're going through the smoking section.
Oh, my God, this is the worst aeroplane I've ever been on. Look at this.
Well, I think that...
Oh, I'm off again.
Bye, I'll stay here, you fool.
There we go. Oh, I've come down.
Is everything all right at home, darling? Is Mother there? Oh, yes. She looks so well, doesn't she?
I'm off again. Oh, Mother.
darling.
Right, take that.
That's the most exciting rearing up.
Oh, dear. There we go. I'll never get through customs now.
I knew I'd forgotten something. Where are those children? Where?
Oh, dear. Oh, dear Father. Here we are.
Right. That's very, very funny. Almost as funny as the original. So 32 points for that. Now we go into a game called Song Styles, which features Mike and Josie, and also the assistance of Richard Ranch of the Comedy Store Players on the piano and music generally. Now, Mike, come forward. Mike is going to make up a song on the spot about an object that somebody here is going to suggest, an everyday household object.
Lemon squeezer.
A lemon squeezer. That seems fair enough to me. And now, have you got a style that you can get him to sing in? Sorry?
Heavy metal.
Heavy metal. All right, let's do heavy metal. That's...
This one's for all the sickest lovers out there! Lemons! I got lemons! I got more lemons than I need! I squeeze them and I tease them, cause I love to watch those lemons bleed! I get the juicer and I put it in my hand. I squeeze those lemons like my bottom of a glass. Got the lemonade, know you're gonna love it. Cause if you don't like the lemons, shove it!
Righty-ho. Yeah. Very good. Right. So that's what heavy metal is. Right. 92 for that. Now, Josie, can you come forward to sing about the same object, lemon squeezer? We have a different style for Josie.
Apron and Waterman.
Difficult. You need a drum machine.
We need a drum machine for that, apparently. Did you bring a drum machine? Bob Dylan, you sort of folk song style?
Folk song, yeah?
Yeah. Okay. So it's still about lemon squeezer.
I am a lowly girl and I do as I please. You treat me like a fruit. Come on and give me a squeeze. Come on now, put your dainty hand upon my hip and squeeze me until you see my pips. Oh, come on, I'm a lot of use. Turn me into lemon juice. Don't be such a teaser. Oh, you know I love you, none better. Although my juice is slightly bitter, you are my favorite lemon squeezer.
Yes, very good. Yes, certainly. 17 points overall there. Now we have a round called World's Worst. And this features all four contestants who'd like to come forward to the world's worst step. And just as you think of them, step forward with the world's worst person to go on holiday with. And I'll buzz when I've got the idea. Go.
Have you met me and my Rottweiler?
It's not a very bad itch, and I don't think it's spreading very well.
Sure, I'll just go anywhere you want me to go. Okay, it's fine.
All right, Right, I've brought me medicine bag. Now, we can't go in the sun, in the sea. We can't go anywhere where there's snow because, you know, we can't go anywhere dancing because I sweat too much. We can't...
Hello, I'm Clive Anderson.
It's going to be absolutely smashing. I've brought Trivial Pursuit and Scrabble and Monopoly.
I'm sorry to say my wife can't make it, so it'll just be you and me.
I thought, yes, I'll go on holiday with you. Well, I mean, might die tomorrow, hadn't
I'm over the divorce and the kids died, so it's not a problem anymore.
This is going on inside! It'll be great, I get it!
Right. Right, I think we can beat that. So while I work out the points for that round, no points, I think, for Arthur, we'll take a break. See you after that. Bye. Welcome back with the news that nobody got any points for that last round. Now we play a game called Props. So divided into pairs. Sandy and Mike, here's your item. You have to come up with as many different ways of using. There you are. Take it away, and over there. And while you're doing that, Josie and Arthur, you're coming out with different ways of using that. Okay, and we buzz between the two pairs, and to see how many we can do in the time, starting with Sandy and Mike. Go.
Welcome to Zoo Hour. What Sandy has here is the Brompton Blue Slug. Indigenous to Brompton, this delightful...
And tonight we're going to be talking to Elton John. Hi,
Hi, everybody.
Mr. Reagan, we found your brain.
Yeah, that's just fine, darling.
Well, it's cheaper than a ferry, you see.
I don't like yogurt! I told you I don't like yogurt! Please.
Darling.
Aha, Jim, lad. Rip that up into pieces of 8 for me.
Here, if you love me, you'd swallow it.
I should say the baby's big. This is its teething ring.
I love you. I swallowed it. This is the end product.
It's plastic, it's bland, it's cheap. It's Mike Smith.
Thank you very much. Let's end there on the... Right. Jolly good. What is that stuff? I think 2 points each there for the 2 usable ones we can make out of that. Now we go on to another game called Party Quirks, which is going to feature Sandy Toksvig as the host of the party. The other 3 contestants are going to be guests arriving at the party. Each of them has been allocated a strange quirk. They're looking, yes, they've already opened the envelopes in front of them. And now they've got those. From their acting and improvisation, Sandy's going to guess what those quirks are. So, Sandy, if you'd like to come round and start improvising a party. The others are going to come in from the other side, I think starting off with Arthur. Come in as I make doorbell noises for them. Is the party underway here?
Yes, oh, look, you see now, lobster thermidor, a little caviar graced in the back of an ice-carved crystal swan. Oh, I love an impromptu party. My first guest. Hello, darling. How lovely of you to come.
All right, my love.
Yes, it's all right. Lobster
Yeah,
thermidor.
no, sorry. You see, that caviar, I could have got that cheaper. I've got some caviar here if you're interested, as it happens.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
On
Oh,
your
yeah.
jacket. How unusual.
Yeah, real... Beluga, darling.
Well, bless you. A little, a little shampoo.
Oh, you see, I could have got that cheaper as well, lovey, you
Yes,
know.
well, you must be a bit of a con man. No, you must be... No, just get the door. Hello, welcome.
Hello, my name's Jackie. Mum and Dad said I could stay till 10. Oh, goody. Alcohol.
A lovely walk you've got there. He could probably got you one cheaper, though.
I'm hoping to get a boyfriend at this
I
party.
can do you a boyfriend, no problem, darling.
Are you a bit of an Arthur Daly?
Yes, that'll do. A spiv, yes,
Yeah.
I'll give you that one. Yes, thank you very much.
performers at a real party. Where's the snogging room?
You'll be wanting to go back with the little fella there who's selling things on the... Excuse me, just 1 second. Yes, hello.
Hi, Sammy, how are
Doorbell
you?
going like the clappers.
Good to be here. Hello, how are you?
Have you met her? She's a public school girl.
Good to see you both. Oh, can I get something to eat?
Oh, please.
Thank you very much. I'm famished.
A lobster thermidor in
Oh,
there,
that looks
if you'd
lovely.
like.
Would you like to see my photos, love? I'll say that again. Would you like to see my photos, love?
Oh, they're lovely. Look, I should stay away from him. Because
Those are lovely photos. Those are beautiful.
Yes.
You look so nice.
Here's one of me falling out. Here's one of me falling out with my boyfriend. Here's one of me making up with my boyfriend. Here's one of us getting married to the end.
Wow, your boyfriend looks like a real git.
Okay,
Excuse me, I think you're not quite in control of yourself. Perhaps you should get a little bit more self-possession.
I think we've got it.
I hope my friend Princess Tina turns up soon.
All right,
I
last
don't know
guess.
who you are, but you can piss off, frankly.
All right, I think we'll end there.
Schoolgirl from a girl's
From a
comic.
girl's
I was
comic,
meant to
yes,
be.
that was very
I thought it was
straightforward.
very good.
Yes.
Very good. I just wanted her to stay with me because I was lonely.
Well done. I think you got all those, Sandy. You just didn't want to tell us. You want to just hint
No, I
at
was keeping it a secret.
keeping the whole thing going for 9 hours. But anyway, I'll give you a point. And
That's very generous of
yes,
you, Clive.
yes, and 10 points everybody else. Now we come to a game called Musical Producers. And the idea of this is Sandy and Arthur are 2 producers of a musical. They're going to describe the musical that they're producing, and when they've got to the end of the first scene, then Mike and Josie will sing a song from this musical, with the help, obviously, of Richard Branch on the piano. Makes sense, doesn't it? No, but we'd like a sort of topic for this musical to be about, so you can be fairly wide-ranging in your suggestions. They make musicals about anything. Bricklaying. Bricklaying. Bricklaying sounds... I heard taxiderms behind me, but I think I'll stick with bricklaying. So the musical is about bricklaying. It's called Bricks, or something like that. So a couple of scenes and maybe a finale. Away you go.
So what do you say, Saul? I see an opening chorus line. I see hod carriers.
Yeah. No, I hate it. Two bricks.
Okay, just 2 bricks. And they're singing and dancing about life in a war.
Yeah.
You know, it's not so bad being a brick.
Not if you've been well poured, well shaped, and stuck with a brick that you like.
Oh, yeah, and I like you. I like the first time I met you. Oh, the man was working very fast, building up the wall. He was working faster and faster, schlepping on the plaster.
When I found myself next to her, I knew that it was no trick. I knew that I had finally found the one true love that's a brick.
A brick in love
Is a pretty darn lovely thing. A brick in love
forever.
I'll tell you what, Saul, I hate it.
I hate it.
I hate it. You know,
stinks.
it's too much schmaltz.
They're not going to buy bricks
No.
in America, in Midwest, are
No.
they?
What-
we need a human being.
A human being.
Yeah, it's the
Oh, this is
Chaucer,
good,
you know,
eh? One human being.
Yeah.
How about a human being
Yeah.
who falls for a cement mixer? It's a kind of whirlwind romance.
Yeah.
I saw you on the building site.
Yeah,
I thought you were a pretty sight.
yeah.
I think that you're truly all right for me.
You're not so bad. When I first saw you walking down the street, I said there was a very tender piece of meat. And a guy like me that's sensitive knows those days.
I like it when you say,
I like it when you say,
and you're the man who I want to please.
Louise.
Together we are like chalk and cheese.
I think for the real number one
Yeah.
we should use a mechanical cement mixer. It's
Yeah.
got more influence.
Singing cement mixers, it smacks a bit of the Muppets,
That's
frankly.
good. It's good. Look, no, we need a big finale. We need a big splash.
Big
splash.
the whole stage full up.
Of
yeah.
what?
Of more bricks. No, lose
I
the bricks.
lose the bricks. The bricks have got dull.
The foreman of the site comes in.
And he's plastered.
He's plastered. He's drunk. He's plastered, but he sings a love song to a wall.
My wife doesn't understand me. I'm all alone, except for you. My life doesn't comprehend me. I got to find some way to end me.
Oh, don't end it. Don't even comprehend it. No, not at all. Lean on me, I'm your wall.
You know, I feel a lot better, even though it's putting burrs on my sweater. You're the kind of old wall a guy can't lean on.
Oh, yeah, when it comes to love, I know all the tricks. I'm a mighty fine wall and I got good bricks. So lean on me, I'm your wall. I'm your wall.
Very good. Thank you very much. Right, jolly good. That was excellent. And this is, in fact, the end of the show. And totaling up the points, I see, by some entire fiddle, Arthur Smith is this week's winner. So well done, Arthur. By those four authors.
A shopping trip.
A shopping trip. Okay, with a bit more plot in it, could somebody else add in a bit of plot? A shopping trip to buy something interesting?
Moby Dick.
Moby Dick. All right, a shopping... Moby Dick, yes. My grandfather caught Moby Dick, but I can cure that now. Now, so it's a shopping trip to buy Moby Dick. Where you go, Ryan.
Diane was going out the evening for dinner, and she had decided on a black, low-cut, strapless silk model. But she didn't have the right peg to go with it. She decided to hop in a cab and head down to her local store, where she found a wide assortment of pegs. Black, white, silk, burlap, any sort of peg you want, she found. Who should walk up but the salesman, Roy. Roy was a strapping young man with a matching tie and silk combination, floral pattern, which made him look like the hunky man that he was.
But he wasn't just any ordinary man. No, he was in fact Detective Hackenbush on secret mission. Yes, a private dick. There he was, moping around the store. She looked at him, she thought, boy, that's one Moby Dick. I think I like him. Never mind about this party. Let me sidle up to him.
So, whatever your reasons for sidling up, be they business or pleasure, you can be sure of having a fab time with something which is practical and comfortable as well. Because the Moby Dick harpoon cum tease maid with optional snooze button comes in 3 colours: buff, slate and midnight blue, and...
She had felt, Mrs. Dalloway, a strange rebuke, both from the mustard cruet and from the dried flowers she had left on the windowsill. Was it perhaps some odd, attenuated memory of Richard coming back as he might have done from the war? Maybe Fred? Maybe Dick?
Mrs. Galloway was given a survey to list the 3 things she most looked for in a man. Number 1 was a good sense of humor. Number 2, a money account. And number 3, of course, a large penis.
It was one of the largest that had ever been seen in the precinct, as a matter of fact. The detective took it home with him. At East and 40th, he turned left. At 40th and East, he turned right. He walked on ruthlessly. What the hell had happened to Ruth? This wasn't going...
And, of course, a penis that not only mows the lawn and changes the baby...
She had felt... She had felt, Mrs. Ramsay, on the way to the lighthouse, that there was perhaps in Mr. Ramsay a notion, a hint, a mere fractured crystalline moment of thought that could indeed be more than simply a fish, Or a gannet? Was it as old Peter the gardener had said, so rough-hewn and simple as he was, chiselled with a body of old memory? Was it the fact that he was indeed a whale? She hoped so.
Thank you very much. Excellent office start. Well, that'll be marked on grounds of taste, and 1.5 points to everybody on that one. So now we have a game called Tag. This is going to feature, first of all, Ryan and John. So if you'd like to step forward, Ryan and John. And what we're going to get them to do is to adopt a couple of positions, and from those positions they'll have to improvise a scene. The other two will join the scene and change it to another one by shouting freeze, touching one of the others who'll depart. Sounds simple, doesn't it? So first of all, can you just think of a physical position you'd like to put John Sessions in? Something attainable by him on his own.
On his head.
On his head. Oh, come on, be fair. He's got to actually... A yoga position. So get into a sort of yoga position, John. Can you sort of get on the floor there? And Ryan, how would you like him?
Kama Sutra.
Sounded good, but I didn't hear what you said. So, on a soup trap, you seem to say.
On a soup trap.
You trap soup, do you?
On all fours.
On all fours, all right, that's fine. So on all fours, so off to a good physical start. So from that position, they have to think of a situation to improvise in, and away you go.
Oh, I'm sorry, John. I ruined the whole party.
No, it's fine. It's terrific what you did. What came out of you there? It wasn't your lunch. It wasn't your dinner. What came out of you was your pain.
I know. It's just I've been so lonely with...
Please, God, when I wake up, could there be a very tall, nice man there? Oh, hello.
Hello. I was sent by a genie.
Were you? That's a bit of luck. Would you like to come and see some of my nice toys?
No, actually, I'm supposed to have sex with you, from what I've heard. So might as well get right to it.
Oh, right. Okay, I'll lower the sides of the cot.
I was saving you from yourself, my son. Now, what is all this backing into confession? Now, look, why can't you come in forwards like everybody else?
Freeze.
Mother.
Do you think we're stiffer at dancing than the other couple?
No.
Well, you're certainly not stiffer than any of the fellas, that's for sure. I mean that in an artistic sense.
Not what you said last night with the...
Okay, now I'm going to let go. We both free fall for about 5,000 feet.
Okay.
And then we both accord. Ready?
I can't do it! I can't do it! No, I can't. Good, I can't do it.
You got to free fall and let go, man. Let go. You got to do it and go.
Okay, let's end there. Thank you very much. Making that interesting round of tags. Yeah. And with 22 points there, we now play a game called Expert. This is going to feature Tony interviewing Ryan as an expert. So I'd like to come forward and get your stools. Has to be done on stools, this game, obviously. Now, Ryan is going to be an expert on something. Can you think of a nice, obscure sort of subject that he might be expert on?
Metamorphosis of the frog.
Yes, all right. So I think frogs generally, I think, would do it. So you're an expert on that, and Tony's going to interview you. Where you go.
Hello, well, tonight we're lucky enough to have with us Dr. Patricia White. She's a sexy little thing, I think you'll agree. You're an expert on the metamorphosis of the frog, but you're also a very unsuccessful transsexual. How do you combine the two?
Well, as you know, the metamorphosis of a frog, as you know, the tadpole stage, but the little-known Vegas showgirl stage, which comes just before the tadpole stage that not many people know
Indeed, and there is, in connection with that, a dance called the Mexican tadpole dance. Would you like to do it?
Yes, I would, and please join me. As you know, it takes two.
All right.
Let's join fingers.
Yes.
Fingers. And that's pretty well all there is to it.
Yes, that's very interesting.
It finds that the sexual desires of the frogs are heightened when this dance is performed in early hours of the evening.
Yes. Tell us about your marriage to Henry Kissinger.
Not much publicized at the point. I found him a bit too old for me. I guess that's why it didn't work out between the two of us, but I understand you're now dating him.
That's right. And he told me when we were... Never mind about that. But he told me that you do a very good impression of a frog giving birth to spawn. Perhaps you could do that for us now.
All right.
I'll hold you back. If you just let yourself fall back, then we can...
All righty.
There we are. Push.
Yes.
I think we need them there.
You're right. Thank you. Well, it's a long time since I've seen an impersonation of frog spawning on television, but so that's worth at least a point, I'd have thought. So yes, let's have a round of interviews with John and Sandy. Now, Sandy's going to interview John, but John's going to be playing a character from the history, from mythology, something like that. Can you suggest some character like that?
Zeus. Bill Shankly.
Odysseus.
Zeus is good. We can't get something as big as Bill Shankly. Let's go for Zeus. And Sandy, can you interview him in the style of Desert Island Discs? So there you are. Away you go.
So, Zeus, what a thrill to have you here in the radio studio. Now, I believe you've picked rather a special first record.
That's correct. I've picked Yesterday, played by the Royal Scots Guards, which is a
And
great
what does it
favourite.
mean to you? What does it stir in your deep mind?
Well, I think maybe because I'm an early sort of civilization deity, it reminds me of the fact that my father, Kronos, time, ate me and my sister and then spewed us out into the universe. And it's funny when you hear those bagpipes, it takes you right back there.
But I mean, surely, and I know it's a very delicate matter, but that kind of abuse as a child must have affected you.
Well, Sue, you're really quite a clever old Thatcherite matron, but apart from that, I have to say this, that anything that happens in your childhood can do extraordinary things. Like, when I was 3 years old, I could just go, vimph, and ships would just get blown up in the sea. And that affects you when you've got that sort of power.
Yeah.
But I managed to diminish it by listening to the records of Rod McEwen and the Alexander Brothers. And all after a while, I just didn't have that terrible desire to destroy parts of the universe.
Sorry, I wasn't listening. I was putting on some more lip gloss.
That's
I'm
right.
so sorry. I do
You're a
beg your
funny girl,
pardon.
Sue. You crack me up.
Now, some people would say to you, gosh, what a god among men. What do you say to them?
I'd say they were a bit punchy, but if they were to say it in a low-key voice, I'd say, well, maybe we're strange as well. You're sitting up there in the clouds, you don't know when a 747's going to come across the tea table. It can be difficult.
And what are you going to take with you finally, Zeus, if I may call you that?
Well, one luxury.
Yes, one little luxury.
I'll take a picture of you, Sue, that I can kick.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Let's have the stills back. Thank you. All right. Well, that would be a million points each, but there's a penalty for being rude to Sue Lawley. As I'm still trying to get on Desert Island Disc myself. Now, then we come to a game called World's Worst. This features all 4 contestants, so if you'd like to come forward on the World's Worst step, and they have to step forward when they come up with examples of the world's worst person to lead an army into battle. So just as you think of them, when we've got the idea, I'll buzz and we'll go on to the next one, as many as we can do in a very limited amount of time we've got this week. So away you go.
Okay, it's that way.
Look out, it's the enemy! Ah! It's really amazing when you cross the field, right? There's all those little field mice and everything, Be careful,
All right, we're going to be going in about 5 minutes. You guys look great.
Okay, men, now just watch out for mines. I know this...
Okay, before we go out, I thought we'd all have a quick curry.
Who did I give the bullets to?
You see, when you go into battle, the important thing you're going to battle is keep alert. Keep alert. And the thing to do is not to chatter on and to lose your concentration. That's a very funny thing happened in the garden last week. No.
It is not as bad as I say. There are more of them, but we've got the gun.
Now, rumour has it that I can't lead my men into battle. Well, that's not true.
Remember, just the Germans, no frogs.
There you go. There you go. The army crossing the field now. There you go.
Let's end on that. Thank you very much. While I work out the points for that game, we'll take a break while I have some advertisements played to you. See you after that. Bye. Well, welcome back. And the points will be double points all round for that last game. Now we come to a game called Props. They divide into pairings for this. The first pairing being John and Sandy. So if you'd like to take this item, and you've got to come up with as many different ways of using that as possible. At the same time, we have another item here for Ryan and Tony, and you've got to come up with different ways of using that, and see how we go. So starting with you, John and Sandy, go.
Come through the gate. Come through the gate to my house, will you please? That's the first sentence, and teach yourself English. Okay.
It is a cheap episode of Doctor Who, and I'm one of the flipper people.
Perhaps I won't need it, darling. You're not as tall as I thought.
No.
You spare some change?
Hello, everybody.
What is the name of this ship? It's called the Titanic.
Stingray! Stingray!
Shall we look at John through the square window? There's John. Can you see him?
No, I'm out here now.
And now, the smallest person in the world diving competition.
Hello. Something interesting, if you're a real bore, is this 14th century piece of equipment for clipping the hedges. Don't clip some hedges.
And now the ancient Cornish spectacle of schlubbity dancing.
Thank you very much. That's in there. Thank you for those props. Right. There it is. Yes. Yes, a lot of points there, with double points for Tony. Now we go on to a game called Party Quirks. This is going to feature Sandy Toksvig as the host of a party. The other contestants are going to be the guests of the party, but each of the guests has been allocated a strange quirk or way of behaving. They look at the envelope. Each of them got an envelope in front of him, and they'll see that quirk. Sandy's got to guess what those weird pieces of behaviour are, just from the way it's being improvised. So, Sandy, if you'd like to come down ready to improvise the party, I'll bring the others in at the sound of a doorbell. And the others coming in, I think, in the order of Tony first, then Ryan, then John. Has the party started, or are you just you're warming up?
Yes, I'm just taking my makeup.
Yep.
Little tiara, black silken number, high heels. I hope Donald doesn't mind I've taken his clothes out of the wardrobe. I just love a come-as-you-are party. Hello!
Get down! Get down, searchlight! Shh. I brought some earth in.
Oh, I'm so pleased. Is it going to be one of those ethnic parties? Oh, that's lovely. Would you like a drink?
I'll just bury the earth first.
You can have it in a tin cup if you'll feel happier.
Thank you very much, lovely. And I've left the wooden horse outside.
Excuse me, just one moment. Hello, come in. Oh, my goodness.
Hi, how are you?
I'm very well.
So happy to be here. Hey, who brought the turds?
I'm awfully sorry. Do you mind?
Oh, these Yankees are such fun, but I'm bloody glad they're on our side.
There's obviously no flies on you, eh?
Is that a guess?
on you.
Fly?
No,
Yes,
flies on
very
you.
good for
Yes,
Ryan.
that's
Yes,
it.
Gotta get your guesses nice and clear.
Sandy,
Yes, look.
you stay there. I'm just going to put on a clean cricket jumper, and then we can get down to work.
Don't put a cream cricket jumper on because I've got to answer the door. Why don't you just tunnel your way out of here?
All right.
Well, I think you've got a guess there. I think you've been guessed, Tony.
Oh, good.
I have heard hysterical women say they're tired of the palate and the fiddle bow.
Yeah, but they're all gits, aren't they? Would you like a drink?
Is it in a goblet sweet of wine and hope? Or is it a cup of fruition? The beat's wrong. I don't know.
I'm sorry, I don't think you're on my list, as a matter of fact. Are you the new people from number 4?
I move about. I go into the spaces between people and find poetry.
Oh, that's right, you are a git.
So I got a last guess on
I'm
this.
just sensitive. Sensitive to the flowers, the little tulips here, the little yellow daisies. And it's very...
You're allowed to work poet.
Yes, that'll do. Very good. Yes, work poet, potential student poet. That'll do. And that's 7 points, I think, there to everybody. Now we come to a game called Remote Control. This features all 4 contestants playing each of them a different television programme. So you'd like to come down. The idea of this, I'll be flipping between channels and seeing the different programmes, but bizarrely discovering that each programme is dealing with the same general sort of topic. So can we think of as a nice general topic that they might all be dealing with?
Sheep shearing. Medicine.
Sheep shearing. Yes, sheep shearing I think would just about do. It's a difficult one for you though, I think. But Ryan, can you be doing a sort of Jacques Cousteau type programme? Sandy, Body Matters. Tony, Jim Will Fix It, and John, The Sky at Night. So all those programmes are dealing with sheep shearing. Starting with you, please, Sandy.
Hello. Does your body matter? Mine doesn't, as you can see. But I brought into the studio today a sheep who's about to be sheared. So a sheared sheep, their body's going to matter to them, because that's all that's going to be left. We're going to
Tony.
Well, as it happens, this sheep wrote in and said he wanted to change places for one day with the Duchess of York. And we did it, and no one noticed any difference.
Brian.
And while the rest of the crew is in the water chasing the elusive ship shark, I shall be on deck mixing martinis for myself.
John.
Now, there's lots of theories that sheep might be on the planet Uranus. Unfortunately, it's not really true at the moment. Now, if you are going to see sheep on any planet at all, it's going to be Mars. Not this summer, not next summer, but perhaps 50 years before, or from now. I'm going backwards and wearing a new suit.
Tony.
And we had a tragic letter, and this sheep was born with anthrax, and he wrote in to say, could he come on the show, and could we put him down? So that's what I'm going to do.
Ryan.
The unpredictable sheep shark suddenly turned on the crew. In a vicious attack, he began ripping legs, arms, noses and ears. I was flabbergasted and began to start the engines for my quick getaway.
John.
Now, sheep aren't often in the studio. Usually I speak to somebody from Mount Palomar or even Mount Rushmore. This week I do have merino sheep. Hello, Bill. Now, I understand that when you first went to the asteroids, you didn't see any other sheep there. Yes. Now,
Sandy.
We've got Joan Collins here, yes? It's a bit of example of mutton dressed up as lamb. Now...
Tony.
And the other thing, of course, Mavis, the little sheep, wanted to do was make love with a clapped-out DJ. So we're going to do that.
John.
Now, some people like to count sheep at night to help them get to sleep. What I do is I climb up into the sky and put on a stick, because I'm so mentally mad and everything in this very, very large, ill-fitting suit, and I sing Gilbert and Sullivan early in the morning, that I put on a large stick and planes and asteroids bang into my head all night long, which concuss me to sleep. Good night.
Okay, let's end there. Thank you very much. Thank you. That, I see, is the very last game, and totaling out the points, I see that Tony Slattery is this week's winner. So well done, Tony. And the prize for winning, as usual, is to do the credits in a style of my choosing, and I'd like you to do it in the style of David Attenborough, please, Tony. So just remains for me to thank Ryan Stiles, Sandy Toksvig, Tony Slattery, John Sessions. It's me, Clive Anderson, saying good night. Good night.
I'm standing in the middle of the Whose Line Is It Anyway studio, where the music was by Dick Hibbard, which is a very rare type of Beatle.
Tonight for this story. Yeah. Let's call it The Temptation of Going to the Supermarket and Meeting an Old Lady, which combines 3 suggestions, some of which the audience would have heard. So The Temptation of Going to the Supermarket and Meeting an Old Lady, starting with you, Greg.
In my land, in dry plains, many buffalo run up and down. Not like supermarket. You have to run like hell to catch them, and there's no baskets. No baskets to put them in. Many fat old ladies crowd the aisle between the buffalo. Cannot get to frozen food section, for there is none in all the land.
So he decided to find a supermarket. He ran to the supermarket, ran up and down the aisles until he found the baked beans. He smeared the baked beans all over his body, the tomato sauce mingling with the sweat. Then he saw
an old lady.
Come with me to the deep freezer, he said. There it was. Pig. Dead pig. 3 foot long, perfect in all parts. Lying alongside a weasel, stoat, crow.
And this reporter was happy to find out that dead pig was none other than Arnold Ziffel from the film Green Acres, yes! And the lady, believe it or not, was Katharine Hepburn. Well, they all went to Sardi's afterwards, and what went on afterwards, I can't say on the TV.
Yes, Dead Pig from Green Acres. Big popular show on white box that shows flickering image with Clive Anderson on sometimes.
I bought you a pig, he said to Miriam. Miriam stroked the flesh of the pig. The pig hairs stood up erect.
Erect hair caught in the Queen Mum's throat.
Fortunately, at the table next door, Sylvester Stallone was there, and he gave the Queen a Heimlich maneuver, forcing the hair out of her throat and launching into a teacup of James Mason's.
Thank you very much. A good round of applause there. Jolly good. Okay. Well, I give 15 points everywhere there, but double points for being American to Josie. And now we go on to a round called Film and Theatre Styles. Paul and Josie first, they're divided into pairs for this, so come forward. I'm going to give you a situation to improvise in just a moment. But first, I'd like some styles, please, if the audience could supply some styles of film, styles of plays that you might have seen or enjoyed.
Spaghetti westerns.
Western.
Movie.
Spaghetti Western. Silent movie. It's always one who'll suggest that, just to make it difficult. Thank you. Well, I've done that. From behind here. Sorry? Children's, yes, good. Children's, is that different from Play School? Or was that just a weird echo? What was it? Another one there?
Gangster.
Gangster. I think that's pretty good. I think that's a fair selection, wouldn't you say? So, a situation for you to improvise in is just a couple on their wedding anniversary, or wedding anniversary generally, doing what you want on that. First of all, no style, and I'll cut in with some of those ones that have been suggested.
I've got your favourite for dinner tonight.
Yeah?
Pizza with banana on top.
Thanks, honey.
It's all right.
I've got something special for you as well.
You remembered?
Yeah. Here it is.
Spaghetti Western.
It's a tin of spaghetti.
Ooh. That is very nice, gringo.
Give me the spaghetti.
I will give you the spaghetti. Or let me pay for it. Here's some dollars in my feast.
Silent movie. And to end on a children's programme.
Why have you given me a hamster?
When you're married, we all like a little something special to celebrate the date of our wedding. And I've given you a hamster because you like furry little things.
Okay, let's end there. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. This is clearly going to be a difficult round to mark, so I'll give 1.7324 as just like an average score for now. So the next pairing, please, Greg and Mike. I'll give you a situation in a moment. A few more styles for these. Bearing in mind, we've got Americans here, so let's make it horror film, yeah?
Soap opera.
That was a stereo soap opera, that is. Have we got anything from the theatre we can do?
Chekhov.
Woody Allen. Yes, is it the RSC now, isn't he, Woody Allen? I'll put down Woody Allen anyway, but any more theatrical. Sorry?
Mine.
Right, okay. It's pathetic, really. Now, okay, so you want a situation, don't you? And your situation is two surgeons. Your two surgeons operating way. I'll give you some styles as we go along.
How'd the colostomy go last week?
Pretty good. I think I took out his pancreas by accident. He didn't seem to complain,
Well,
though.
he's an old guy. He won't miss it. He'll be dead in a year.
Yeah.
Now, see, this is the Hannigan technique. Have you seen this? Have you seen the German? Now you do it's an undersew like this, and you pull it really taut. And if he farts, it blows wide open. He comes back to the office. You get another $50,000 for the sew-off.
Soap opera.
I have something to tell you, Raj.
What is it?
I love you.
Tighten that for me, will you?
I'd like to tighten it for you, Raj. Watching you day after day, the skillful way you wield the scalpel and the sutures. Oh, Raj, why can't it be yes instead of no, no, no?
I'm a surgeon. My hands are dipped deep in blood. If I could just wash them clean and give you the love that dare not squeak its name,
Let me-
I would!
It's a great pose. Horror.
Quick, into the gyro tube!
Get out here, it's where Robot City is.
Look out! It's a many-headed insurance salesman!
Thank you very much. Very good. Thank you. All right. Yeah. Yes, very good. That was nice as pie, so I'll give you 3.14 for that each. Now we go to a round called Song Styles. This features Mike and Josie. First of all, Mike, I have to step forward, and he's going to make up a song on the spot about any household object that can be named now. So can somebody suggest a household object, an everyday Sorry, a food processor.
Cheese grater.
Well, hang on, don't argue amongst yourselves. I think a food processor is fine, but can we have a style?
Rock and roll.
Rock and roll? Well, that's all right. So rock and roll. About a food processor, and away you go now, Mike.
Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Got a Cuisinart, it's ready to grate, and I make the food, it tastes really great. I chop and I blend, I whir and I puree, yeah, you go, the puree all day. I can't get enough of the big Cuisinart, I love whipping up with the big Cuisinart. Go, go, ow, ow, go, 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 go. Put it on great, don't be late, baby, I got a Cuisinart going on the date.
Very good. Excellent. Thank you, Mike. Yep. Yep. It's the best song I've ever heard made up about a food processor. But, Josie, you've got to make up a song as well, also about a food processor. Another style for Josie, though. Spanish flamingo. Yes, okay, yes. Away you go.
This is a little song we sing in my village. Hey, 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 hey. There was a man. He was my favorite confessor. He came to me with a gift. He gave me a food processor. I looked into his eyes, and I was liquid-eyed. He treated me like food. He chewed me up and spat me
Excellent stuff. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. 1 mark each. Now we move on to a game called World's Worst. This features all the contestants. I'd like to step forward, please, on the World's Worst step there. And they step forward to give, please, the world's worst thing to say at a wedding. Any old order. I'll buzz when I've got the idea of what you've done. So where you go.
He loves me, you know.
She's great, huh?
Your future wife is ugly.
Does anyone know the vows? Because I seem to have misplaced my papers today.
I just want to tell you, Lisa, that Tom will be a very good husband. I know.
Oh, that nylon wedding dress looks lovely. Do you sweat a lot in it?
God, I'm glad to be getting rid of that little bitch. She's been sponging off me for years.
You're wearing that?
I've swallowed the wedding invitation.
Right, well, that seems to be that. Well, rest while I work at the points of that round. You go away for some adverts, or for some coffee, or for some coffee adverts. See you after that. Bye. With the shock news and no points awarded for that last round, let's move on to a game called Props. They divide into pairs for this, and Josie and Greg, this is your prop. You've got to come up with as many different ways of using that item as possible. While between times, Mike and Paul, you have this item to come up with a lot of different ways of using. We buzz between the pairs in a traditional way, so away you go, starting with you, Josie and Greg.
Hello, sir. I be a strange old lady out of a Chaucer book.
Play tennis on your own.
Just stand over the middle of the net.
Just put the ball in the...
Chirp, chirp.
Captain, the U-boat is signaling. I'll signal back.
Okay. I got you.
Well, I'm going to Grandma's house. Where are you going?
I'm gonna gobble you up.
Oh, God.
Here, let's take the hem out of your pants, sir.
Okay.
Josie, this safe sex thing just isn't working for me.
Thank you, let's end on that. Thank you very much. Good round of props. Come on back. Yes. A full baker's dozen of points there, 13 points to everybody. And now we come to a game called Party Quirks. This features Greg as the host of a party. While he's improvising that, the other contestants are improvising guests. But if they're getting the envelopes in front of them, they'll see a strange quirk. They've each been allocated, and they have to convey that quirk or that tray to Greg, who's got to guess them. So, as simple as that. So, Greg, if you'd like to come down here, ready to improvise the party. And the party's underway, I can see. Yes.
Mothballs. I got my 8-track. Got some blood, sweat, and tears getting ready to go here. It's going to be a swinger. There's the first person. Come on in.
Hi, Greg.
Hi, Paul. How's it going?
Fine, thanks.
Great to see you. You're awfully handsome today.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Come on in, Roger Moore. You want a drink?
Yes, please. Gin and tonic.
Oh, good. I already had one made.
Thank you very much. What do you think of the jacket?
Oh, it's very nice. You're almost a male model in some ways.
Well done. You got it.
Come on, Josie.
Party.
Party, yeah.
Party. Have you got any games organised?
Oh, absolutely.
Games. We need games. I'll make some punch.
That'd be great.
I brought some fruit.
Great.
Lemons.
Lemons are
Put
wonderful.
some music on. I'll put some music on.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. You're just the life of the party, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're a total nutbag. Hey, hang on. Hi, Mike.
Hi, Greg. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
But then it's always good to see Greg. Hi, Josie.
Hello.
Josie, you're radiant like a light. Radiant like a light.
Do you want me to help you off with your coat? Shall I organise a cloakroom?
Oh, that's okay. I think Mike can take off his coat himself, I think.
Say, I'll have a gin, okay?
Sure.
But make it Wanker's gin, the gin for wankers.
Sure. I know it's your favorite because you're like a commercial kind of pitchman guy.
Yeah, that'll do. He writes commercials, so...
Hey! Let's start the party games now, shall we?
Okay, let's start.
Now, who's going to be first? Me!
All right. Is it your birthday by any chance?
No. Should we have charades or anything you want
charades
to do?
would be wonderful.
Oh, yes, I infuse so much over games.
Of course you do. Infuse, and there's a festive clue in there, isn't there?
So what's your guess? What is she?
Just a really annoyingly perky person.
That's right. I think that's okay. There's no over enthusiastic person. Yes, that's fine. Well done. Okay. That was a brilliant bit of guesswork there, especially towards the end. So 95 points there to Greg and 96 to everybody else. Well done. Now we come to a game called American Musical, in which all 4 contestants will make up an American musical based on the life of somebody here in the studio audience. And they'll be doing that with the assistance of Richard Ranch at the piano. I'll just wander into the audience there to find somebody who we can make up the life about. Let's just go slightly back here. Hopefully the camera can pick this up. You, sir, what's your name?
My name's Marcus.
Marcus. That's an excellent name, Marcus. Now, can you think of something you've done in the last week that you've enjoyed?
Oh, that's quite hard, actually.
Yeah. Picture on a bad week, have I?
I had a curry.
You had a curry? Right, okay, you had a curry. That's enjoyable enough. And is there something you do regularly, like a sort of hobby or an activity?
I smoke.
You smoke? Right, that would be cigarettes, I dare say. And is there something like you're looking forward to, an ambition that you've got in your life? Travelling somewhere or doing something?
Just changing my job, I think.
Changing your job. So what sort of job would you like to change into?
Something well paid, I think.
No, you got a specific one?
A specific one?
You'd like to be Prime Minister?
Yeah, that'd do.
Okay, fine. I don't want to force you into this, but... Okay, so this American musical has got to feature smoking, having a curry, and becoming Prime Minister. So there it is. That should be easy enough. Away you go.
This is a dead-end job, testing silk cuts all day long. Another one?
Yeah. I coughed so hard last night, a small animal came out of my chest.
I can't get enough of cigarettes. I need the job, but then just yet I want to quit this nasty habit.
My life's terms to be up in smoke. All we do is just a joke. I would love to quit this nasty habit.
We should just get away.
We should just get away.
Find a better way.
Find a better way.
Clean the big ashtrays.
And break this habit.
Hi, guys.
How you doing, Paul?
All right. Hey,
Got one?
listen. Yeah, no. I'm representing ASH. This is an organization for giving up smoking. I've got something you should do better instead.
What's better than smoking?
Yeah.
Let me tell you about it. Have you ever ate a vindaloo through a didgeridoo? Oh, no. Have you ever had a big madras dripping out of your ass? Oh, no. Eat a curry when you're in a hurry. They taste real good. Eat 'em with a bud. I think that is the best meal for you.
Vindaloo!
Vindaloo! Vindaloo! Sucking it down through a didgeridoo.
Vindaloo! Vindaloo!
Hello and welcome to May Your Dreams Come True Curry House.
Wow, we've been magically transported here somehow.
Here, sit down.
Why?
You know, anything that you want can happen in the curry house.
Really? Can we get some papadom to kick things off?
Ooh. And the onion bhajis?
What?
The onion, what are those little puffy things?
They're little onion bhajis.
Hey, listen, have you got any Kinnocks on the menu?
Kinnocks?
Yes. They're little sort of dry, crispy things. I have them.
We have lots of Kinnocks, but the Thatchers are off.
Oh, I'd love to be a Thatcher.
I'd love to be a Kinnock.
I don't want to say anything sinister, but when I looked at you, I thought you could become Prime Minister quite easily. All you gotta do is dream. And when I looked at you, I thought you could become a cabinet minister. All you have to do is dream. Dream.
We're dreaming of a better day.
We're dreaming. I'd like a high-paying job and throw my cigarettes away.
Yeah, throw away the tobacco and go. 'Cause
Well done. Well done. Excellent. An excellent finish there. Quite superb. And I see, just trotting up the points, that Mike McShane is this week's winner, so well done, Mike. And the prize for winning is to read the credits out in the style of my choosing. I'd like you to do it, Mike, in the style of Brian Blessed. Okay? So I hope you're familiar with that.